I prefer the 300 over the 300T because it's got a domed sapphire crystal rather than a flat one, and I like me some dome crystal because it gives a certain cool looks at certain angles.
Everybody loves dome.
I do. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Dennis.
And I'm Sean.
And today we're going to be talking about what our favorite watches in every category are.
Yeah, we have the categories we're going with today. We have a chronograph, an everyday watch, a diver, pilot's watch, dress watch, field watch, GMT, quartz, and Moonphase. We have a lot to go through. So
yeah, we're going to try and make it as quick as possible. And Sean, first of all, how is it over there in Seattle?
It's good. Just had lunch. It's nice and cool out. I was wearing a sweater earlier today. How about you?
Okay. It's like 97 degrees here in Florida, and I am burning. Literally every single time I go outside to do anything, it is just instant searing of the skin.
Well, I'm excited that we're doing this today because this is the first time we're both in on one video, so it's really exciting.
Yeah, this is great. I can't wait till we're in person together for some future videos. That will be a lot easier because we've had quite a hard time setting up this video conferencing.
I'm not good with technology, okay?
It's not just you. No, it's both of us. It's just been difficult. It should be the easiest thing possible, but we're having a hard time, and we're making this intro way too long. So
yeah,
let's
do a wrist check before we get into it.
Yeah,
what do you
I like
have?
that.
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing my, as always, most likely, my Omega Speedmaster.
Yeah.
It is my go-to watch. How about you, Sean?
Today I have on the Baltic Hermetique. It's their field watch. So.
Love that watch. Looks better on a bracelet. All right.
You bracelet whore. You want to pick the first category?
Let's go with diver.
Diver. Done.
Yeah.
Why don't you go first? Because I really struggled with this category. There's so many divers to choose from.
So my pick is going to be the Omega Seamaster, the 300.
Yep.
The aluminum model. This is kind of my watch as of right now. This is kind of what I've been obsessing over, is the black dial, aluminum, no date, Omega Seamaster, the new one they came out with a few months ago. That is my favorite diver. I'm obsessed with it currently.
Yeah, and you just tried that on, didn't you?
I did, yeah. Over maybe like a month or two ago, I went to the Omega boutique just to take a look, and I tried it on. I wanted to see what that mesh bracelet was like, and I fell in love with it, honestly. It tapered, which was my biggest complaint about the 300 ceramic models. Now, the one that you have pulled up on screen right now, that's actually the 60th anniversary version.
Yeah, so this is
in blue.
This is actually my pick.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we picked the same watch. I struggled with divers because there's so many, from the Submariner to the Longines Legend Diver, the Black Bay. You turned me on to this.
This watch, if it was the same price as the black one, this is like $8,800. The black one is $5,000-$6,000. I could probably get it used for a little bit cheaper. I would maybe choose this one, honestly. Although that I've come to the conclusion that I prefer black dials.
Yeah.
This thing is so fucking sexy.
Yeah, what I like about this James Bond, the 60th anniversary, is the tighter weave pattern on the dial.
Exactly.
There's like a dumb thing on the back of it here. On whatever.
But you don't see that.
I don't care about that. I just really love the dial of this. And my mindset in picking these was just my favorite of all time. So price not included. Yeah. That being said...
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah, I didn't pick Vacheron or Rolex for all of them. Some of them I'm looking at getting and are obtainable. But this diver would, if I could only have one diver, this would be the one.
Yeah. What's funny, too, about this diver is from the front of it, you can't tell really that it's a James Bond watch.
Yeah,
it's only when you're looking at that back. The only thing that you can tell from this watch is the 60 at top that signifies the 60th anniversary of James Bond.
Oh, I never
Because
noticed
usually they do. Yeah, usually they have a little arrow right there. The black version of this watch has the arrow because it's not a James Bond version.
Okay.
So that's a cool little nod to James Bond right there, the 60 years that he's been around, I guess.
Yeah, I like that. I didn't know that. I thought it was just the tighter weave. But that's
Yeah,
cool.
no.
Yeah, it's funny. So we both picked the same watch for the dive watch.
Yeah, but this is why we came up with maybe second or third choices just for fun. And I do have a second choice out there. I think you know what I'm going to pick. It's going to be the Doxa 300.
Oh, yeah, you love that watch.
The orange.
The orange.
Yeah, the orange dial. I still haven't been able to try it on. My local, one of my watch boutiques that had Doxa, I went to recently, and they completely changed locations that within the mall, and they got rid of Doxa. Like they're not partners with them anymore.
Yeah.
So I couldn't even try it on. But it's such a funky, cool case. It's got a lot of vintage charm, which you know I'm a slut for, and I don't know. I just like this watch. It's definitely one of my top like dive watches that I really like. I prefer the 300 over the 300T because it's got a domed sapphire crystal rather than a flat one, and I like me some dome crystal because it gives a certain cool looks at certain angles.
Everybody loves dome.
I do. All right, you pick the next choice and go first.
Let's do an everyday watch. Just a watch that's simple, classic, goes with everything. It's very versatile.
Yeah.
So let me share my screen with you because I picked one that I'm actually going to be buying next. It's going to be my next purchase, and it's the Zin 556i.
Yeah.
You know, I was looking at the IWC Mark 20 for like an everyday watch. The price kind of pulled me away from that watch, and the lug to lug is a bit long for me. So I know this watch is obtainable at like $1,300, but this watch for me is great for an everyday watch. It's not so expensive where I could beat it up and not really worry about it. It's just a simple dial. What do you
I've
think?
really come to like Sin a lot more than what I used to. I love that simple black dial, the white markers. It's a cool watch. It definitely it's sexy. Yeah, that thing is nice. I love the font for Sin's really cool too. And it's just a simple, great everyday watch. Yeah.
Yeah, the dial, they use like an oil slick black where it's just super deep and rich, which is
that's cool.
What I fell in love with this watch. So this is my everyday watch and is actually going to be my next purchase. So.
All right, so my pick for my everyday watch, my favorite one would be the Omega Seamaster Aquaterra, the black lacquer.
Yeah.
There's the 38 millimeter version you can see right here. Has a little date window at the 6 o'clock, but this thing's just, I mean, it's got a lot of similarities to what you just posted.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a black dial is great for an everyday watch because black really matches everything. It's so versatile.
Yeah.
And I mean, I just love this watch. If I, when I think of an everyday watch, I think of a one watch, kind of a one watch collection, and I think this watch kind of handles everything. So, yeah, that's my pick.
Let's do Quartz. Do you want to go first or?
Let's let you go first.
Okay. Let me share my screen. So I did the Grand Seiko. Their Quartz is unparalleled. And specifically, I'm kind of torn between the black dial and the white dial. This kind of has that snowflake vibe to it without I don't like the dumb spring drive thing anyways. I would actually go for this over the spring drive. Beautiful texture dial, very accurate, top tier craftsmanship. And let me just show you the black version too. And again, it's similar with the Aquaterra. It's just deep. They're very similar looking, but either one of these is a great Quartz watch.
2,500. That's not bad at all.
No, not bad at all. Some people might turn their nose up at it because it's quartz, but
it's you're spending $2,500 rather than $7,000, $8,000. I think for the automatic versions go around that range. This is a great watch, and also it doesn't say quartz on the dial, which I think is kind of maybe a plus.
Yeah,
you can kind of hide it.
Yeah. What did you pick for your Quartz watch?
So I chose and I know you're familiar with this brand because we talked about them quite a little bit ago. It's the CWC Quartz Diver.
Nice, tough and rugged, huh?
Yeah, this thing honestly kind of reminds me of your Marathon. It gives me similar vibes. It doesn't have such a deep, kind of like
dial.
vacant space that you have within that dial of how tall yours is.
Yeah.
But I've been seeing this watch and I really like the company. I like their history. And they have an automatic version of this watch, but it's about twice the price. And I don't think I'm willing to spend over $1,000 on a quartz or on an automatic version of this watch.
I can relate to what you just said because the Marathon, I went mechanical, and honestly, I wish I went quartz.
Yeah, I mean, for a watch that doesn't even come with a bracelet, for this price, I'm okay with going with quartz. I think it's an awesome looking watch, and I think that when it comes to quartz, that's what I would choose. I love CWC.
Yeah, this pick really surprised me. I did not expect you to pick this. I don't know why. That's cool. I like that watch.
We never really even talked about CWC until just recently.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do a chronograph.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and pick yours. Omega Speedmaster.
Yeah, I guess I don't even have to. I don't even have to show you. You just know.
I mean, go ahead. Yeah.
So yeah, the Omega Speedmaster is the number one pick for really any watch, in my opinion. But when it comes to chronograph, I think it's a done deal. It's my favorite watch, and that's what I would pick. I'd pick the Hezolite version. You know, I love the Hezolite version over the Sapphire version, and I like the most current model as well.
Yeah. I figured that would be your watch, and you have it. So you have essentially your Grail watch, which is kind of cool. I mean, personally, I like the Sapphire, but the Hezolite's great too. I love it. I struggled with this category, and as you could see on screen.
Yeah.
So I almost picked the Goofy Panda from, what's that fucking brand? What's that?
Dan Henry?
No, Underdog Studio. The Goofy Panda. But if I'm going favorite watches and like my Grail watches, I ended up picking a Speedmaster, and this is the only vintage watch I have in this list, which we didn't define. I saw this on wrist and fell in love. So it's the Omega Seamaster, the soccer chrono. So it's made for referees, and the timer is, one of the dials is set on a 45-minute track.
Yeah, it's cool.
And I think I like the grayer version here more than like the white dial. I just think this watch is sick because I played soccer, I coached soccer, I watched soccer.
Yeah, and you actually found out about this watch because you ran into someone in like the streets of Seattle that had this watch on, and you guys started talking. I remember.
And I just fell in love with this watch. So
it's a cool watch.
I've got like 10 in my carts on eBay. Haven't pulled the trigger on any, but
that's how it goes. Yeah.
I dig this watch.
Yeah, that is a cool watch. I like the K shape. I like the funky dial. That's a cool choice.
Yeah. So, all right. What category do you feel like doing next?
Let's go to Moonphase.
Let's go to Moonphase.
I'm going vintage with my Moonphase option here.
Okay, nice.
It's definitely, if I was to buy one Moonphase in the next like couple months, this would be it. It's affordable. It is vintage, which you know I love. It's the Omega Cosmic Moonphase. It's from 1952, I believe, and yeah, I just love the colors between the gold, the silver, the blue, lettering on the outside of the dial. I found this watch a couple of years ago. There's a guy I follow on Instagram that he's, I believe, called Omega Enthusiast or something like that. And he gets nothing but like vintage Omegas, and he's got a couple of these.
The blue font on the outside, is that a date wheel?
I think that's a date wheel, correct? Yeah, you can see there's an extra hand there. That's
is.
That's doing, I believe, the date, and then maybe there's no second hand. I'm not entirely sure.
That's really
second
cool.
hand actually could be the one that's over the moon phase. You can see there's a little hand there.
Yeah. Oh, I gotcha. Yep.
Yeah, but dude,
Yeah.
this watch is just. When I think moon phase, I think of like the first iterations of moon phases. You know, it gives me that classic vibe, and I think this just speaks volumes to what we were able to do so long ago.
That's a really cool watch. So, I don't think I'll ever own a nice Moonphase watch. I just can't justify spending $5,000 to $10,000 to $12,000 on a watch. That is just a fun complication. But if I were to pick one, it'd be the JLC Master Ultra Thin Moon. I'd probably go with the blue dial.
Yeah, that thing is.
It's dressy, which I don't typically wear dress watches, but I think this thing is just beautiful. And
Yeah, when you're going for moon phase, you're going for dressy. Honestly, like I don't see too many sporty moon phases. There's a few like the Omega Speedmaster, but yeah, this watch is awesome, and I do love that blue dial. I love the black sky behind the moon. The only thing that can make it better is a fun moon face, which you know I like.
Yeah, I like the face on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the date wheel on the outside. Yeah, it's just I think this one is beautiful.
Yeah, it's super simple. They got the moon phase right there in the middle towards the bottom, so it's not like off center like some moon phases do. And yeah, that's a good choice.
Yeah, that was why I picked. I could not stand the off center moon phase stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it just I don't know, didn't look right to me. So
I'm there with you. Let's have you pick the next one.
I'm gonna just do Pilot's watch, and I feel like you might know mine.
I think I do.
And I didn't even pull it up because I know you know what it looks like. The IWC Mark 20, black dial.
I'm very familiar.
It was my Grail watch for a long time, but honestly, I have a smaller wrist, so the dimensions might not fit me perfectly.
Yeah.
But I think that watch is just beautiful, so I picked.
Yeah,
that
it's also one of the watches I pretty sure I'm going to own one day. I do love that watch. It's a toss up between that black dial or that blue dial. Leaning towards the black dial, but I really do like that watch.
Yeah. What'd you pick for your Pilot's watch?
So I did have the Mark 20 as one of them, but not my top one. My top one is for sure. Guess what? Another vintage Omega. It's the Omega Royal Air Force.
That's a cool watch. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it kind of gives you Explorer vibes to a certain degree, or kind of maybe like khaki Hamilton vibes. But I have a couple of photos here. Yeah, this thing is just, I love that little arrow towards the bottom. I think that there's a new Omega Seamaster. There's a James Bond that is like brown, and I think they have like a similar arrow on it there as well. But you can see this is one with the white lettering. It didn't patina as much on this version. And
I like the white lettering.
I mean, this is a cool watch, and it's definitely, when it comes to pilot watches, I think something I'm going to own one day.
Yeah, that's a cool watch. You surprised me with 2 vintage.
Yeah, you know I like my vintage.
Yeah, typically vintage, it feels a little more fragile to me, which is why I try to stay away from it. But
yeah, you said that. I've had my vintage. Where's it at? My vintage Seamaster, my 1969 Omega Seamaster for a while, and I wear it just as hard as I wear any of my other watches, and it doesn't ever feel fragile. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe I just got a really good version of it that was well taken care of. I know that it was serviced a little bit before I bought it, but I definitely handled some vintage watches that feel fragile. So I get where you're coming from there, but for myself, I mean, I'm not doing backflips with my watches on, so.
What are you doing then? All right, let's move on from there. We got 3 categories left: dress, field, and GMT. So what are you feeling?
Let's do dress.
Let's do dress. Why don't you go first?
So what I chose is the Cartier Santos. Not only do I think that this thing is, maybe one of the more iconic dress watches, it's my favorite. If I'm not going to pick if I would, it's a toss-up between this and my Omega Seamaster, my vintage Seamaster, because that is a pretty dressy watch. It's a silverish dial. It's wears smaller. I think it's like 36.5 or 37 millimeters.
Is
But,
this the Santos medium?
This
or large?
is.
Do you have a preference?
I think the medium or the large. I don't know. This is a 36 millimeter. I have not tried one on yet, so I need to see what looks good on my wrist. I'm sure I have a bigger size wrist, 7.5 inches, and I can pull off either of the large or medium, but I do prefer smaller looks on my wrist, so I might go for the medium.
Yeah, that's a sexy watch, and honestly, if I don't wear dress watches often, so I don't need a bunch, but this one is a contender for me.
I mean, that blue seconds hand, the blue hour hand, minute hand. I believe the way they get that blue is they heat it up, and then once it reaches a certain degree, like the metal, it turns that hue of blue.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah, you can't go wrong with the Cartier.
Not at all, especially when it comes to the dress option.
So this is another watch that I will own one day. And it's a brand that we're going to be doing a video on soon from Poland. But this is their father company or the bigger company. This is Anordain Model 1. They make a green version, and I think I would go for the gray version just because I think it's a little bit more versatile.
This looks almost blue to me.
I can see that.
Maybe because it's on like a gray background and it doesn't look the same color. It looks lighter, but this watch is cool. I've never seen this watch before, actually.
Stunning. I've been eyeing it for a while. They have a longer wait list than Omega because the way they treat the dial, it's an enamel dial.
Omega doesn't have a wait list. So you mean Rolex?
Rolex. It has a longer wait list than Rolex, not Omega. It's like I'm doing 12 things at once here. Yeah, they make these custom to order too. And each dial is going to be 100% completely unique because of how they do it. They heat it up. So
yeah, I've heard of Anordain. I know they're who else do they own?
Poland.
That's right, and I like Poland quite a bit, but I've heard of this brand, but now that I'm thinking of it, I don't know if I've seen any of their watches. So
I'm gonna own one day. So it's the Zin 556, and then I'm going for the Anordain. So.
Yeah, great choice.
What'd you pick for your? Oh yeah, you did your dress watch.
Yeah, the Cartier.
Yeah, good pick. Want to do field or let's do field watch? Get that out of the way, and then we'll do a GMT. And end on a GMT since we're in different time zones.
Unpredictable in this. All right, so do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
Okay.
Are you doing that? Are you doing the Hamilton khaki?
No, I'm not.
Okay, all right. What are you doing?
Because I think that the Hamilton khaki is maybe one of the more iconic. It's not my favorite. This is one that I became aware of maybe a few months ago, and it's quickly shot up to one of my favorite types of watches. Surprise, surprise! I'm going with another vintage Omega. This is something I became aware of just a little bit ago, and it's called the Railmaster. This is actually the vintage model from 1958. There's a newer Railmaster that came out that I do not like. I think the dial that they chose for it, like this gray, bursty dial, is so ugly.
Dennis, $25,000?
Yeah, this is cool, isn't it?
It's crazy.
I'm sure there's other versions that are cheaper, but actually, I know there's other versions that are cheaper. This is just an old, maybe probably original model that I really like. I like these old Omegas.
You do.
This is actually right here a version from, I think maybe like 2005. It was a remaster.
I like that.
Yeah, very similar, and a lot more affordable. I mean, in the 5,000, I'm sure you can get it even cheaper, but. Yeah, that's my pick. I like me some vintage. I like me some Omegas. I think we all know that already.
Yeah, not necessarily my taste, but it is a good-looking watch for sure. For my field watch, I went for a really tough and rugged brand. So I went for Marathon, the Officers, mechanical or quartz. I would probably lean towards quartz. The model I'm showing you is mechanical. 36 millimeter, super tough, the tritium in the dial, and It's just a bomb-proof watch. Just a sick, tough watch. I mean, not
Yeah,
much to say.
I like me some Marathon. It's one of my favorite watches that you have.
I have, the diver, and I love that watch.
All right, what's our last one?
Good old GMT. And I'm gonna go on this one.
Yeah.
This watch, if I could get one collection, or one watch, this would be the watch. You probably know it's the only Rolex on the list. The Rolex GMT Master 2. Probably the Batman or the Bruce Wayne. I didn't even pull it up because everyone knows what it looks like, but...
I'm actually looking at it on my screen right now because it's also my pick.
What colorway would you go for?
I would do the Batman with the Jubilee bracelet. They might call that the Bruce Wayne. They might call that the Batgirl. I call it the Batman with the Jubilee bracelet.
Yeah,
because calling it a Batgirl, it makes me think that a Jubilee is meant for a girl or something. Like that's what distinguishes the differences between the Oyster or the
like it would
Jubilee
be
bracelet.
A woman's watch or something.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think it's... I could see maybe Bruce Wayne because it's more casual, more dressy, and Bruce Wayne is dressed up in a suit or something like that wearing this.
A little more versatile.
Yeah, I think this is maybe me and you, if we were to have like a Grail watch or at least like a favorite GMT, this is like one thing we agree on quite a bit is like this is a watch we both love. The same as that color, the same as that bracelet. This is, it's a perfect watch, honestly.
I've tried it on in store and it did something to me. Like I want this watch bad. Don't want to pay.
Yeah, I actually tried on
I
tried on a vintage model, but it was a Pepsi, and it was really cool. But I think if I was to go with this, I would go with the updated ceramic version with this Jubilee bracelet.
Nice. Sick. I mean, that pretty much wraps up all the watches.
Yeah, this is the first of many of videos we're going to do that includes both of us. This is the first video I believe we've done where we're both in it, not physically in the same location, but in spirit and in web browser.
We should do a hook or a call to action, like obviously like pick your favorite.
Easy.
Or...
Yeah.
You want to do that?
For sure. Let's you do it, man.
I don't know what to say.
Okay, I got it. Ready? Hey, if you guys disagree with any of our choices...
Yelling?
I'm not yelling. This is a normal volume.
Let us know in the comments what you guys would pick. Do you agree with what we said? Do you not agree with what we said? What are your favorite watches in these categories?
Yeah, leave a comment. Let us know in each category what you would pick. Maybe you have the exact same outcome of what we chose, or maybe you're a mix between us, or maybe you're completely different. But yeah, this is fun. This was fun to see. Some of these surprised me with you for sure.
Yours surprised me too. That CWC took me off.
Yeah, I mean, if we did this video a month ago, it would have been different completely. And that's the thing that's really, honestly, very true about my watch collecting experiences. If you were to ask me even a month from now, it's going to change from this. It's constantly, my taste
evolving.
Is constantly evolving. What I find online is constantly changing. I mean, there's new things that I've never seen before. I mean, for example, CWC has been around for so long. I just became aware of them maybe a few months ago,
really?
Or at least to the degree where I started looking on them online.
Cool.
All right. Hey, subscribe, like, leave a comment. Like we said, this is Coast to Chrono. I'm Dennis.
And I'm Sean.
See ya.
Bye.